birthday to you. And many more. Hold on.
Gotta get a picture.
Picture.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your picture?
Smile.
You won. He won.
Yay.
All right.
One, two, out.
No, let's go.
Not enough. It says 80.
Oh, it's this.
It says that.
One, two, three. Relax.
Take a deep breath.
Oh.
Yes.
Going for it. Better not get it done.
Okay, Papa.
Sorry, Mother.
Floor's yours.
How are you?
Man, I got curly hair.
You know, while they're getting the cake ready for us, I'd just like to say that I appreciate all of you coming for my 80th birthday. And Grandma and I took a little trip here not too long ago, and I don't know if everyone knows that or not, but anyway, we took a little trip and went different places that we'd never been before and enjoyed it. We drove about just a little over 5,000 miles and spent a lot of time together, and I loved every minute of it. And I know a lot of people say you get pretty close, you know how you feel, but when in our travels I learned to love Grandma a lot more.
That's good.
Oh, sweet.
That's good news.
We like that.
Anyway, enjoyed all of it, and we attended some churches in our travels that we really enjoyed the services. We just did a lot of things together and enjoyed it. Enjoyed the blessings of the Lord at the services that we attended at the different churches. And just a little point, we went to Branson. We run into a gentleman down there that happens to be Audrey's uncle. And we attended one of his concerts, I guess, that he had.
Oh, it was called, what was the name of it? High Heels and Hot Rods or something?
Yeah.
It
High
was
Heels and
so
Hot Rods,
good.
and he played in it, or he played a bass. I mean, it was a live deal, and we enjoyed it. And somehow somebody, I don't know who it was, called him and told him I guess we were coming. And anyway, he come out after it was over and took a picture with us. So anyway,
I think they sang every 50 song that I've ever heard. It was just the greatest show. It was great.
and anyway, I think that's Tammy's brother.
It's Tammy's brother.
Real nice gentleman, very, very nice. And then we, while we was in Arkansas and in that area, we saw a lot of my family that was there. And then we come on over to
We saw Richard and Becky.
saw Richard and Becky, and saw Frank and Cletus, and Cletus had just lost his wife a few weeks before. And then Frank and Frank's wife, he's 3 months older than I am, and he had passed away some time ago. We saw his wife and his kids, and anyway, well, bear with me. In our earlier years, Frank and I was real close. And anyway, he did know the Lord. we visited with his family and talked to him, his kids and his grandkids, and anyway, they agreed with us in a lot of areas. They're all into horses and racing and barrel racing and show horses and stuff like that. But and they said they go to a church called the Cowboy Church. And Brunel, she looks up the Cowboy Church. See,
It's a good church.
but it appeared from what was on the internet and everything, it's a good church. But anyway, we just trust that anyway, that they know the Lord. And then we visited Kenneth and Dorothy, which is cousin, up in Iowa. Spent a day with them. Kenneth and Dorothy they're Christians that love the Lord, and they go to a little church there, and I feel like they're on the right track. So we were thankful for that. And then we left there and went to a national park. What was it called, honey?
Zion National.
Yeah, Zion. No,
Estes first.
Oh, you went to Estes.
Estes. That's the one I want to talk about. We went to Estes Park, and that was in Colorado, I guess. And don't go there.
It was all right. The reason we were tired because when we left Kenneth and Dorothy's, we drove all night long, and
We drove the biggest part of the night
and
to
we
get there, and
stopped about 3 hours because it rained us off the road, and so
We
he
was
was
coming
tired, and it just
down through
we
Nebraska.
went right through the town.
You haven't seen it rain till you've seen it rain back there.
Oh my goodness.
And it was raining so hard that I finally started looking for a roadside pullout to be able to stop, and every one that I'd pull out to was full, and you no place to get in or park or anything. So finally, we found a little place there, and I squeezed in, and we didn't even get out. We just went back and went to bed. Slept about 3 hours, and then got up and
The rain quit.
the rain quit. So then we come on down. But anyway, when we got then, we went to Zion National Park, and that's in Utah. It's a nice place, very enjoyable. Enjoyed taking the tour through there, and so we really enjoyed that. And when we got there, we decided that we was getting lonesome for home. So rather than going ahead and finishing the tour when we was there, we just stepped on down into Las Vegas and stayed a couple of 3 days there, and
A week, actually.
well, stayed almost a week. Yeah,
I had 3 nights. That was all for free.
we had some free nights, so we just used them up in that area. Went and seen the tenors, and I wouldn't go see that again.
Right.
Then we
The singing, when they'd sing
You
live,
guys-
it was pretty.
You've heard of the tenors. You think it's all nice tenor. No, they were singing AC/DC. They sang Highway to Hell.
it wasn't what we read about them.
They were singing the harmony on the hell parts.
I expected to hear some really pretty harmony.
But anyway, we stayed there a few days, and then got rested up and decided that we were just going to come on home. So we did, and stopped by Bakersfield or Shafter, and saw John and Shirley, had dinner with them, and then came on home, got home about 10:30 that night. I appreciate very much our daughters. They knew where we were all the time.
Friend works well.
We stopped one time at
Well, our very first stop after they had sight of us, our very first stop.
Anyway,
yeah.
we stopped at a IHOP, and we hadn't, I think they had called or something, and we hadn't answered. And so we just went into IHOP, and we was sitting there, and all of a sudden, Lori's phone rang, and so we went.
No, I just got a text.
Because I was
she
in
got a
church.
text. Huh?
I was in church. But you thought I
Yeah,
wasn't.
it
You said,
was
why aren't you in
Sunday
church?
morning, and anyway, she asked us, she says, "Are you enjoying your pancakes?" So they knew where we were at. But, you know, and I thank the Lord for that. I thank the Lord for my daughters and everybody that is really concerned with us. We're proud of all of you. I mean, this is a group that I am really, really, really proud of. And anyway, we visited one of Renell's cousins in Terrell, Texas. But the thing that I really would like to say, and I appreciate all of you coming, and visiting with family that I haven't seen for years, and making old acquaintances and things like that, and their kids, asking about their kids and things like that. I just want you to know that all of you
We're blessed.
were blessed. You just don't know what a blessing it is to know that all of my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids, they're all following the Lord. I don't know anybody else. I love you. Love you, Lord. Appreciate every one of you. I hope I live to see all of you and all the little ones grown up. But if I don't, I'm going to heaven.
This is there.
This is heaven on earth to me. So proud of all of you. Thank you.
We love you, too.
Good.